S. Lee, some coming on. Hey, Matt, is a muscle up worth to master and incorporate in your training? It's a cool move, but I always get exhausted after doing them. Don't really feel my muscles working like pull-ups or dips. Very good question. For my money, it's not worth it because the hardest part of an exercise is usually the stuff that challenges you the most. So with a muscle up, that's the transition between your pull-up and your dip. Now, it can be a very efficient exercise because if you're like, I've got 5 minutes, what can I do to just work my entire upper body? Muscle up can be a good way to go about it. But what limits most people is that transition. It's not your ability to pull yourself up or push yourself above the bar. So the muscles in your push and pull chain are usually not worked to the degree as if you just did a set of pull-ups and a set of dips or push-ups or something other pushing, right? And to me, it never made a lot of sense in my mind because I've always kind of looked at my training like how would a bodybuilder basically train? I've always looked at my calisthenics of I just want to build muscle and strength. That's just flat out. I don't care about calisthenics skills or tricks. I just want the most efficient and effective ways to build muscle and strength. And a muscle up is a pull-up basically followed by a dip. And so it'd be like if I camped out on 2 separate machines at the gym and did 1 lat pull down, and then I walked over and I did 1 dip, and then I walked over and did 1 lat pull down, and then I did 1 dip. And people there would look at me like, what are you doing? Like that's not, you're trying to thoroughly work the muscle. If you're trying to build it to cook the muscle. And that's not going to happen as efficiently with the muscle up. It's just not because of that limiting factor, because most people have worse technique to it. It is a cool thing. And a lot of times, funny enough, a lot of folks find that if they just get strong enough at just regular pull-ups and dips, the muscle up just kind of happens anyway. It happens on autopilot because they are that strong at pull-ups. In fact, most of the time when you talk to people like, how do I get my first muscle up? They'll usually say, just get as strong and powerful and explosive and proficient as possible at basically doing pull-ups and then dips secondary. It's like, well, if I'm getting what I want from that, why bother with the muscle up anyway? So it's one of those things of if the muscle up is your goal, like you've got a bet with your friends, like who can do a muscle up first or something. I had a guy at the gym one time, we had a bet to see who could get to 10 muscle ups first on the pull-up bar on the cable crossover there in the gym. And he didn't make it, but I think I got 10 at one point, and I was like, yay, I got it. And after, I don't think I've done a single muscle up since. Because why? Why would I? There's no benefit to it other than being able to do muscle ups, but I'm still improving and progressing with pull-ups and dips and building muscle and strength and stuff. So I don't need it. Why would I do it? Remember, there's only 2 good reasons to have any particular diet and exercise habit. It's either desired or required. And if it's neither of those things, there's literally no good reason to do it.